First thing we do is always check codes, but I want to show you guys something really important I just found. You guys always need to check for something like this. So what you're seeing here is the data link connector, okay? But the very first sign of trouble is that there's no locator tab on either side. And then the second sign of trouble is that each pin has a terminal. So this is a obvious sign that this is not the factory DLC. So I would need to unbolt that and pull it out and see what else is all connected to that. Very interesting. Don't let something like that screw you up. It means that there's an aftermarket device tapped in somewhere on the computer data line. So let's look into that. Okay, so now I've got that kick panel removed. What did I tell you? There is some sort of device tapped in to the real data link connector. So what is this? It's a GPS tracker because this is a rental car, so it makes sense. So just in case you ever find something like this, you may need to take that off. So I believe that is the factory cable. So if I wanted to diagnose only the factory systems, I need to connect right there and not here. This is a dummy plug, and the easiest, fastest way to recognize that is that all of those terminals will be present. Check it out. This vehicle came in for a warranty check engine light, and the advisor said that he could not pre-scan it. So let's take a look up close here. Look inside that data link connector. All 16 pins are present, and that is not normal. That is a dead giveaway for an aftermarket device. Let's follow that little sub harness, and now we'll find the actual data link connector. This is the factory harness, and we've got some sort of aftermarket device tapped in here. So I'm going to continue to scan the vehicle and see what's going on here. It may or may not be related, just something to look out for. Okay, so my scan tool will not read the VIN nor communicate with any of the modules either. So maybe the first thing I will do is take that aftermarket device off of the data link connector and see if we have any change. You know what's funny is that, so I disconnected it, and I told you earlier that all 16 pins is a dead giveaway for a problem. This OEM factory DLC has all 16 pins, and that may be because it's a 2023 and they're starting to use more of these pins. So maybe that tip only is going to apply for older vehicles anymore. Plug into the factory DLC. So this is after. Let's see if we are now able to communicate with anything. Well, we've already gotten further than we did last time, so looks like the aftermarket device was involved with the no communication. And we do have some code stored, so we may have a repair to make on this vehicle anyway, but it just goes to show that if you add an aftermarket device to your data link connector, it can cause all sorts of troubles. So part of the problem here is that I don't see any aftermarket devices installed anywhere, so I actually have no idea what the little add-on device here is. There's like one little strand of wire that goes way up here and a bundle of wires. No idea. Don't know what it's for. I also determined that everything's history. The codes are... Okay, so there's actually a bulletin and a reprogram to take care of that problem, so that's what I'm gonna do. And unfortunately, warranty will not pay for the time spent to determine why there was no communication. So the customer will probably have to be charged for that. Unfortunately, most shops are afraid to charge for something like that, and therefore afraid to pay for something like that. We'll see what happens. Okay, finishing up here, that took care of it.